Okay. Look at this sword. It's covered in blood, black bile, and the guts of unknown creatures. It's a pretty serious weapon. It's also almost as good as a Black Knight halberd. So I've found a fast way to acquire Titanite chunks. I'll now demonstrate it. And while I'm going on that chunk-getting run, I've got some thinking to do. See, I've got this Man-Serpent Greatsword at plus 14, where it's just about as good as the Black Knight halberd, apart from having a lower range. And if I put a slab on it, it'll be plus 15, where it's arguably better than the halberd. Although only arguably. But yeah, it would be arguable. But that slab, which I got from a crystal lizard in the Great Hollow, is my only slab. And as far as I know, it's going to be my only slab for the entire game. So, this requires some serious thinking. I could use that slab to further upgrade some of my elite knight armor, or I could use it to make a different super weapon. So, here's this particular situation. Having a cool snake greatsword, is it the best use of a Titanite slab? Counting in its favour is this. The greatsword, could have sworn there was a, yeah, here he is. Almost got surprised by that guy. I knew there was a Dark Wraith here somewhere. Yes, and see, here's the thing. They drop Titanite chunks. Quite often if you've got a covetous gold serpent ring on. Which I do. So, it only weighs 10. Yeah, see that? 10.0 pounds. And a 10-pound sword would be a really nice thing to have. With a 10-pound sword, I might be able to jump down from Havel's Ring to the Ring of Favour and Protection, which, as well as being a jump down in terms of equip load, is also a jump up. So, it bears thinking about. Whoop. 2 Dark Wraiths at once. That's not how many I usually prefer to fight. But hey, it's quicker. Unless I have to play cautiously, I guess, in which case it's not quicker. Yeah, see, the chunk drop rate really is quite good. Every few Dark Wraiths you get one. I've also got 1 humanity, as I've noticed that raises your item discovery rate far more than any subsequent humanity points do. So, no more spending 9 excess humanity just on trying to grab things. That would have been tedious. This is not too tedious, it's also a good way to learn the ins and outs of a new weapon. It doesn't have the range of the Black Knight halberd, but it does seem to have a slightly greater stagger than the halberd did. That said, I'm certainly doing less damage to these Dark Wraiths right now than I would be with a halberd. I think I did... well, let me test it out. I think this is going to do 324? 343. Wow, that's a good weapon. 343 damage. That's with a listed damage rating of 367 plus 139. So 510. Meanwhile, compared to 510, this only has 500, which is not actually a lot lower. I'm not sure why it's doing so much less damage. Maybe the Black Knight halberd is just really good in some magic way. Anyway, let's not make mistakes. Yeah. Okay, ghosts, run away. Just trying to pull some of them out of the ghost house. I once ended up fighting 3 Dark Wraiths at once in this area, it was not a particularly efficient way to farm them because it involves so much nearly dying. This weapon can kill them in 2 hits, backstab or no backstab, but a backstab is always nice. That's not a Titanite chunk. Man, I have like 5 dark hands now. I don't actually need any more dark hands. That said, I also don't need any more Titanite chunks, so no problem really. Who are the ghosts? Come on, ghosty. Why do I actually want ghosts to appear? Because I used to transient curse, so now I want to kill ghosts to get more... This was a lot easier when I wasn't also recording and commentating while I was playing the game. One Dark Wraith left, and then I'll go somewhere more interesting than New Rondo. I mean, it was fairly interesting, but you know, it's dark and it's spooky. It's not a great place to spend a lot of time. While I was killing all these Dark Wraiths, I did, however, find one last piece of treasure in the area, a very large ember. So, that's good. Okay, so, still no decision on slab use. I think what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to bite the favor bullet. I'm going to assume that I will eventually be able to take off Havel's ring if I put on the favor ring. And I'm going to see if I can do it now with this greatsword. If I can, I'll use a slab on it. So here we go. Goodbye to Havel's ring. Hopefully forever, but it might free for about 5 seconds. Hello to the ring of favor and protection. It's on. It's not coming off. My equip load is now 42.8 out of 84.0. That's close. That's very close. That's with a shield and a bow and a sword and all my cool armor. Here I am all slow, but with 1 point of endurance. Is that enough? 42.8 out of 85.2. Wow. .4. Okay, I'll go slow for a while. I've been slow before, it won't kill me. I mean, it might, but it probably won't. And then, when I have 1 more point of endurance, I'll switch to the greater sword, slab it if I do in fact do that, and then I'll be fast. So, I got this cool ring from Sigmire. Slight boost for magic, fire, and lightning def. That's pretty cool. The strength to face hardships. I guess he gave it to me since I was kind of facing all the hardships for him. Yeah. The Twilight of Enor. I have a mission now. The Duke's Archives. Seath the Scaleless. The City of the Gods. Its sun, including even its dark sun, has gone out. And Orlando will crumble in time, no matter what happens with the first flame, unless it ushers in a whole new age. It would be nice to see people able to repopulate the city and transform it into something else, something other than a symbol of transient pride. Maybe it won't be ever. It won't be. It won't ever be what it was, but maybe it won't be empty forever. What have we got here? It's a thing. Oh shit! It's a spike pig. Wow. So unless this has increased stats, it's probably going to be easier than the first one. Well, it's certainly got increased stats. Oh my god. They put armor on the tail. Wow. That was probably a good idea. However, in the intervening time, I have learned to play. Well, maybe that was a lie? Just kind of taking damage pointlessly there. I'm not actually sure where the best place is to attack her from now. If I do attack from behind, it can sweep around and hit me. I want to stay up close so it doesn't actually charge me. I guess the flanks for this place. Ugh. Oh shit, it's doing the thing. Okay, we'll just stepped out all the way. So, Tarquin and the other spike pig. Not a big deal. Oh, I should have tried to cut his tail off, actually. Well, the armor might have prevented it. Lights. Now, who do these represent? What god or goddess is this? They all hold flames. Not sunlight, but candlelight? That's an interesting motif. It's another one. Wow. Corridors do feel fairly appropriate for these guys. I hope they're not going to be trash mobs though, they take a long time to kill. I mean, we've been covered in metal. Okay, so let's pick away at this tail. I never did actually backstab the first one, because I kept foolishly using... Wow, okay. I'm really glad I've got a Silver Knight shield. And this, like, heavily upgraded armor, and a lot of hit points. All of those things make me glad. This Estus Flask I'm also glad about. But here's the thing, you know how I said I wouldn't put on the Ring of Favor and Protection because I just regret it? I'm actually already regretting it. I have increased hit points, but that doesn't mean much because I don't have increased Estus Flask size. It only matters the very first time. An increased health bar is just not that significant until you've got it past your Estus Flask size. It kind of only matters in a taking very large hits situation. Those situations do happen, I mean it's a buffer, but it doesn't help you at all with endurance. Well, there's also the increased stamina, which is nice. Fangbore Helm. Cool, maybe. What's that do? Cool. So, what's all this then? Oh, there's a bonfire in it. That's the main thing I need to know. Kindling time. Kindled. So yeah, Estus Flask +3. The thing is, I have a policy of not killing Firekeepers. So I don't know if it'll ever get higher than +3. I better not put any more points in vitality as long as I'm wearing this ring. What is this? Some sort of clock? Some sort of book? Man, it's the first book I've seen in the game, I think. Some sort of astrolabe? No, it's a clock again. Some sort of lever? Oh, it doesn't move. Is there a contraption which does move, perhaps? Oh, here we go. Taking me up the hill to the Duke's archives. Duke Seath. It's a pity he went mad. I mean, he's not undead or anything, apparently, just mad. Everyone just goes mad. It's very unfortunate for the world. Crystal. Why do they have basilisk crystals on them? Also, what are they? Some sort of goblin thing? Good night. Oh. Okay. Oh jeez. Crash. I feel a bit bad about smashing up this place. It's both intact and in use compared to the rest of Anor Londo. But it's kind of... apparently it's in use by a mad dragon, so that's not so great. Can't just be used to be useful. Okay. I took too many points of damage there, and endangered my well-being. Okay, there we go. That was the Ring of Favour and Protection actually saving my life. So... at least one good thing comes from Murderer Lautrec. Interesting to see that Fina's favour does not really discriminate. Is this hostile? Yes, it is hostile. So these are the same kind of crystal golems I saw in Darkroot Basin. Like the blue ones from there. There was also a golden one there, holding Dusk Seal. I wonder then if it was Seath's magic, which for some reason did something to her. Not entirely clear what or why. Broken pendant. What is this? Too many dark hands. Can't find the broken pendant. How is a usable item, is it? No. Aha! Deeply enchanted. The vine appears to originate from Ulasil. Men of this time. That's interesting. Should probably ask Dusk about that. Hey, it's one of these guys. Hey, shit, he's dealt me a lot of damage and started floating. That's no good. Where did he go to hurt that? Yeah, I do not feel great about having a big smash-up fight in the library. Lots of valuable stuff here. If anybody was going to inherit Anor Londo, I guess now they're inheriting less of it. Sorry, unfortunately Tarquin has int 9. Probably does not appreciate the value of literature. Of course, stat systems are a ridiculous way to characterize a person. And those ladders aren't even functional. Step ladders, rather. Perhaps there are some perfectly functional ladders around somewhere. In fact, you know what? I've seen a lot of working ladders in video games, but not a single step ladder. Okay, so get dead. Ow, ow, ow. Who are these crystal guys? Why don't they have better bows? Not as threatening as the Silver Knights. Stairs up. Chests. As I opened that chest, I thought to myself, this is the first chest in a long time that I haven't attacked before opening it. And I'm really glad that it turned out not to be a mimic, because that would have been unfortunate. Ah, another elevator. Now what's over here? So I'm guessing the levers to the side summon the elevator to current position, much like in other places. Hello, these are some crystal goblins. Ah, and a place. What? I'm not doing a lot of damage to these guys. Either they have high defense or they should really be attacked with some kind of elemental weapon, perhaps. Oh, wow. See, I would now have made the same mistake with this one, but that was a well-placed message. I got by a mimic once. Maybe it will remain at once. Crystal Knight Shield. The most worthless item you could conceivably have. Yo Goblino. I see. Ow. Actually, is all these guys stuffed crystal? That would explain the fairly high stats. Well, what do we have here? Clouds. I know what's beneath them now. Trees on the Ash Lake. And there are buildings, but what is that? Is that the Undead Burg and the outer walls? I think so, but it's a very long way down. Lordran, Land of Castles. Let's go up. That's odd. Could we, I wonder, be seeing the first effects of Seath's madness and ruin? So Seath the Scaleless was an intelligent being. Well, or is. Intelligent enough to be made a duke in the kingdom of the gods. Does that mean all the eternal dragons were totally sentient? Ow. Okay, this guy's much tougher than the goblins before. I'm going to call him a goblin bruiser. Actually, he's got a really cool coat on. It's like a leather and wood inlaid with stuff. I don't know what stuff, but I would like to have that coat. So, the illusion of sanity in this place was like the oh my god, fucking fuck shit. Not that I actually need that, but phew, What was I saying? It doesn't matter, this place is crazy, that's the point. Something went wrong here, and there's crystals, and it's cold, and yeah. Dragons may have been smart, but I guess they were still, like, the rulers of the world, and so they got warred against. Imminent curses. Try ring. When you say curses, and I am surrounded by crystals, do I have a rare one? Let's see what's up with this. Wow. That is cool. It's really cool. Now how do I actually get to him? Oh. Ouch. What? Well, nice job messages, but I can't wear a ring every time. Okay. Well, where the... Holy shit. That's not where I died. I've been imprisoned. Oh my god. There's a Snake Man jailer. Well, there was. Ah, nice. I wonder, did this guy, does that mean Seath built Sen's fortress? If the Snake Men work for him and do their imprisoning. It's locked. It's just this kind of wooden superstructure built over the existing castle. Perhaps he didn't have a need to imprison people until recently. So, I can't use a rare ring every time I fight that guy, so I'm going to have to be prepared to suddenly die if I don't work out what's wrong. I guess I'll use a curse by ring instead. And it would be nice to spend these souls. Do I have any excess? Yes. That's not enough yet. It's well under what I need. But if I can get up to 37,000 souls... What?